Fulton said he wants to rematch with Naoya and Inoue in the near future when he's set to accomplish what he was set to accomplish, and that's when Undisputed versus the Marlon to Pose guy, whatever his name is. No disrespect. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop a video. So, I mean, I wouldn't expect anything less from a Philadelphia fighter. Like it or not, he went out on the Shield. He didn't quit. Even when he got knocked out in the corner, he went down swinging. So he ain't got nothing to hang his head on. Still one of my favorite fighters. Still, I think, one of the most talented fighters at PBC. He went over there, took a risk off a 13-month layoff. Of course, that had to be a factor in it. Inoue was coming off. He had fought in December, but I'm not saying that's the end-all, be-all, or the beginning of it. I mean, obviously it's the beginning for Fulton. You didn't get activity, but like I continue to say, man, you got to tip your hat off to Naoya and Inoue, and it ain't too many options down there. You know, now they say they want us to fight Tank, but guess what? His promoter was saying it first, that they was down to fight Tank before they fought Fulton. So it depends on how you feel out at 122, how you feel out going up to 26, and if you go up to 30, I think it's going to be a catch weight between 130 and 126. 128 and a half, 127 and a half is going to have to be something like that. And I don't rule out Lomachenko trying to get that fight. Valdez, Mayor Narvete, you know, a few guys around there that got some namesake that he can get it in with one time for one time, you feel me? But with Fulton, I just feel like, dude, it ain't really nothing to it, man. I just think, you know, he got dominated, but, you know, he did some good things in that fight. He picked off a lot of shots. I mean, because he would have been out there a lot worse if he ain't had no great defense. He had great defense. He picked off a ton of shots from Naoya and Inoue, dodged a ton of shots. He just couldn't mount the offense. And it wasn't that Naoya and Inoue didn't, like, respect him. He definitely respected him because he didn't come out and try to run right through him. He knew he was going to be hard to hit. But, you know, with his base being so wide, he couldn't get away from that stab jab. You know, and, you know, that movement and that speed, but it don't mean he can't go up and, you know, be a champion at 126. I think the strategy should be to go up and be a champion at 126. Get as many belts as you can at 126. So then when Naoya and Inoue move up, guess what? He got to see you. He got to see you. So I move up and wait. You know, he said he'd be back by the end of the year. Most definitely. He didn't take a pounding pause like that. You know, his defense allowed him, you know, not even really have any bruises in him. That's the one thing about getting one punch now, getting that quick knockout. It ain't an cumulative. He didn't take, you know, too much years off Fulton's career. And Fulton defense also, like I said before, it was great. I just think the fatigue got to him, and he had a bad game plan. But yeah, you know, definitely come back as fast as possible. Get back in the public eye. The worst thing you can do is just stay away from the ring and get caught up on social media. And I don't think the backlash against Fulton was bad. I just think it was more about how great Naoya and Inoue actually was. And that's fine. But I like the encouragement from Adrian Broner. I like the encouragement from the guys out there in Philly. I like the encouragement from Jerron Ennis. Everybody want to be, okay, we're going to praise Naoya and Inoue. Anybody that put on that performance, no matter where you from, who you with, where you from. Remember that joint? You gotta tip your head off to a dude who performed like that and don't lose around. But Fulton did some things in there and daring to be great. We can't, like, knock his dick in the dirt for daring to be great and then get mad at why nobody else want to travel or put it all on the line, and then they want to chew you up and spit you out when you come up short. You know, Terrence Crawford crossing the street, daring to be great, went through a lot of hurdles, got to support him. Deontay Wilder went on his way to rematch Tyson Fury when Fury didn't want to rematch him, and did it twice. I mean, who really about to rematch somebody and go through them type of ass whoopings? You got to be a real fighter, and everybody know Naoya and Inoue was dangerous. Now, Fulton tried to clip his wings off before he got, you know, settled at 122, but it shit didn't matter. But still, you know, he knew he was a bad boy. He knew he was going into his territory. Yeah, he got a nice check, but you know, real ninja, he did what he did, and then he's still willing to get back in there with him again. You know, that's he from a real fight time. You know, Deontay Wilder, a real fighter. Terrence Crawford, a real fighter. Errol Spence showing to be a real fighter to say, you know what, no matter what his reason was to stay at 47 to fight Terrence Crawford, He sat there, and guess what? He showed at the end of the day that he a fucking real fighter. Because a lot of guys would have took Al Heyman advice and got the hell up out of there. I ain't paying no motherfucker out of my own pocket. That's what more people gonna tell you. That's the real fighter's mentality. You know what I'm saying? So that is what it is. So you got to get back in there and wanting to get back in there in the danger is something that y'all want to understand. Some people say, "Wow, you got your ass whooped. Why you want to do it again?" And you don't even have to be a you have to be a professional fighter to be a fighter. A lot of y'all at the job grinding 9 to 9. You know what I'm saying? 12 to 12. Y'all grinding. Y'all fighters. You know, a lot of y'all fighting to keep y'all household together. Y'all fighters. A lot of y'all fighting to keep y'all family together. Y'all fighters. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us fighting every day, male and female. No matter how hard it get, we can't quit. We gotta just go through the fire because we know the light gonna be there. So, you know, some people understand, like, when you get hit, how the hell you wanna stay in there? You gotta be a special program fighter, human being and want to be a fighter. And that's on all different. Everybody ain't no fighter. Some people go lay down and quit. And yeah, that crossed everybody's fucking mind. Like, damn, this shit getting hard. And everybody ain't gonna admit it. Some people lay in their bed like, man, I don't even know if I want to wake up and do this shit again tomorrow. And that's what it is. That could be, I want to wake up and live, or I want to wake up and go to work, or I don't want to wake up and go to the gym, or I don't want to wake up and go to child support court, or I don't want to wake up and be a lawyer tomorrow. Everybody question themselves. A lot of people ain't gonna be real to admit that shit. But every day you get back up and you do it again, you know, knowing it's something that it's getting hard. Even things you love get hard. You think about quitting. No matter how the enjoyment is, but guess what? You wake up every day, you scrap and do it. That's the fight mindset. That's something that you can't learn. That's something that got to be in you. So him wanting to get back in there, I expect nothing less from him. I think, you know, I go up to 126. I handle my business at 126. Get as many belts as I can. So when he's ready to move up, I'm established. I'm ready. I'm good. And maybe you can bring him to the United States this time. But there's some things in there that he can do better. That he can make it more competitive. Well, anytime you get a second look at something, I mean, think about it, you play a video game, and every time you play it over and over again, you try to get past a particular board, every time you get more and more intel, now you get an opportunity to beat you. That's why a lot of people don't want to do rematches. You know, but down there, it ain't nothing but a small pool of fighters but to fight. From 30 on down, ain't nobody to fight. You can run them off. Navarrete, Oscar Valdez, Oshaki Foster, he got to figure it out on how to get a promoter and get more eyes on him. Gary Russell Jr., is he going to fight? Brandon Figueroa. I mean, that's about it as far as names. Now, you know, is Juan Estrada going to move up? I wouldn't fuck with it if I was him. Man, let that man have it. He got a style that can survive in there, but it's just a matter of time before he gets smoked. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's what you supposed to want. Like, damn, I want to show that I actually can do better. Especially when you feel you can do better. And people saying, well, he only did it for the money. Hey, bro. You know, what May say used to be murder. He said I used to be murder, but Diddy told, you know, Diddy gave me the name Pretty. I did it for the money. Now can you get with me or however that shit go? Well, yeah, man, you shouldn't want to no other type of way. And then you in a small fraternity down there, which you going to have to keep recycling fighters. Unless he just keep moving up and moving up and moving up and moving up. You know, what she tell him on Spider-Man, you know, even best Superman or Batman has his limits. I forgot what movie that was. Somebody can correct me, but I got to continue to say, bro, that's the mentality. You see some people in the street get punched on video and they run. You know, or you see the little member of the dude back in the day that reached for his gun, it wasn't there, he couldn't do shit to old boy. And some people get punched and they punch back. You know, some people get ragged on and they rag back. And then some people, you know, you punch you and then, you know, they turn their back and then you want to punch them. But some people just gonna hit you right back, you know. It is what it is. But I expect nothing less from somebody from Philly, bro. He went down swinging. That's what nobody talking about. He went down swinging in that corner. He didn't want that fight to end. So he always got my respect, you know, fighting undefeated guys like Joshua Greer early in his career, Leo, you know, fighting these type of guys. He always got my respect. Always. And I think if anybody in boxing that deserved that payday that he got, you know, ain't nobody deserve that more than him. Ain't nobody deserve that more than him. He one of the only few black fighters down there, him and Raif Salim, Gary Antonio Russell down there at 26 and 22, and so respect to him, man. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, the subscribe button is the bell icon button, hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Hit the link tree, find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.